Day 194 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing LeetCode problems every day until we either get a job, build that app we've been trying to build, or just accomplish the goals, our programming goals, whatever they may be. We just want to learn. Some people just like to learn. And if you just like to learn, you're in that category too. You could learn with us, y'all. That's what we're here to do. We're here to learn and to encourage each other to stay disciplined and consistent until we accomplish our goals, y'all, because I'm trying to tell y'all, once y'all understand the value of discipline, the sky is the limit. Y'all will be able to do whatever it is that you want to do if you put your mind to it, y'all. Just put your mind to it, lock in, stay focused, and stay disciplined, and just do it and keep doing it until you're the best at it, y'all. It's that simple. Now, before we get started today, don't forget, bring a mouse right over here, and click that subscribe button for me, y'all. And then after you click that subscribe button, go ahead and smash that like button for me, y'all. And then after you smash that like button, I'm calling all of my bankers. I repeat, all of my bankers to the comment section right now. I need y'all to drop 2 bank emojis in the comment section so we could run up this engagement and we could help push this content out to a broader audience, y'all. As with community members, it's up to us to help the community to grow. And one way we could do that is to share this content out with as many people as we could find that will watch it, y'all. So your support is appreciated when it comes to that. Now, with all of that being said, y'all, let's get into the question. And today we have question number 12, integer to Roman. The difficulty level is medium, but don't worry, y'all. We're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as well, because we're all here to learn something. And if you don't learn anything by the end of this video, then you probably didn't learn anything, and that is not what we want. So, y'all, we're going to make sure that no matter where you are on your programming journey, the solution will be understandable, y'all. Now, let's see what the question says. Question says 7 different symbols represent Roman numerals with the following values. We have symbol I equals 1, V equals 5, X equals 10, L equals 50, C equals 100, D equals 500, and M equals 1000. Then it says Roman numerals are formed by appending the conversions of decimal places from highest to lowest. Converting a decimal place value into a Roman numeral has the following rules. If the value does not start with 4 or 9, select the symbol of the maximal value that can be subtracted from the input. Append that value to the result, subtract this value, and convert the remainder to the Roman numeral. If the value starts with 4 or 9, use the subtractive form representing one symbol subtracted from the following symbol. For example, 4 is 1 I less than 4 is 1, which is I, less than 5, which is V. So IV, which would be 9 IV. And 9 is 1 I less than 10, which is X, which would be IX. Only the following subtractive forms are used. 4 is IV, 9 is IX, 40 is XL, 90 is XC, 400 is CD, and 900 is CM. It says only powers of 10, I, X, C, and M can be appended consecutively at most 3 times to represent multiples of 10. You cannot append 5, which is V, or 50, which is L, or 500, which is D, multiple times. If you need to append a symbol 4 times, use the subtractive form. Given an integer, convert it to Roman numeral. So, let's look at these examples so we can see what they mean. In the example 1, we have nums equals 3,749. The output is MMMDCCXLIX. Explanation says 3,000 equals MM, so that's 1,000, which is M, plus 1,000, which is M, which is 1,000 plus M, which is M, right? So that's where the MMM comes from, 3,000. Then the 700 is DCC as 500, which is D, 100, which is C, and 100, which is C again. Then the 40 is equal to XL as 10 is X and less than 50 L. 10 is less than XL as 10X is less than 50, which is L. So that's where the XL comes from, because 40 is 10 less than 50, right? So that's why it's XL. Then 9, which is IX, is 1 less than 10, which is X, right? So 9 is IX because 9 is 1 less than 10, which is X, right? Or 1, which is I, is 1 less than 10, which is X, right? So note that 49 is not 1, which is I, less than 50, which is L, because the conversion is based on decimal places. So let's look at example 2. Example 2, we have the input nums equals 58. The output is LVIII, right? Because 50 equals L and 8 equals VIII. So in Roman numerals, it'd be LVIII. Then the example 3 nums is equals 1,994. The output is MCM XCIV. Explanation: 1,000 is M, 900 is CM, 90 is XC, and 40 is IV. So I know those examples a little confusing, but it's really not. All we're doing is converting an integer into a Roman numeral, right? So whatever that integer is, we're going to convert it to a Roman numeral. We did a previous problem, I forget which day it was, where we did the reverse and we converted Roman numerals into an integer. But this time we're converting integers into Roman numerals, and it's just that simple to explain. But I wanted to go through the explanations, just in case people needed help with understanding the explanations as well. So now that we understand the code, let's get into, now that we understand the problem, let's get into the code, y'all. And it's not that hard. It's just a little tedious. You know how if you've done these Roman numeral problems before, you know they could be tedious because we have to type out the Roman numeral and the corresponding integers. But we could do that, so let's do it. First thing, and that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to say let numbers equals, we're going to open up array. It's going to be an array of tuples. And so first tuple is going to be 1,000, comma, quotation marks, M, because right here it says M. We know right here M is equal to 1,000. Boom. So that's the first tuple. Then we're going to say comma. And then we'll hit the space. So we could do it like this. Then we're going then we're going to hit the enter. Then we're going to do 900. We're going to say 900, comma, quotation marks, CM, because in Roman numerals, CM is equal to 900. So that's why. Then we're going to do the same thing for 500. So we're going to say 500, comma, open up the quotation marks, D. Come outside of that, comma. Then we're going to do the same thing for 400. We're going to say 400, comma, open the quotation marks, CD. Come outside the tuple, comma. Let's do it again. We're going to do the 100 this time. 100, comma, quotation marks, C. Come outside the parentheses, comma, enter. And now we are going to do 40. Not 40, 90. Excuse me, y'all. We're going to do 90, comma, quotation marks, XC. Then we're going to come outside of that. Come down here. We're going to do 50. We're going to say 50, comma, quotation marks, L. Then we're going to come outside of that. Whoa, y'all. My bad. Comma, enter. Open up the parentheses. 40, comma, quotation marks, XL. Come outside of that tuple, comma, enter, open up the parentheses again. Now we're going to do 10. We're going to say 10, comma, quotation marks, X. Come outside of that. We're going to say comma, open up the parentheses. We're going to say 9, comma, open up the quotation marks, IX. Come outside of that, comma, open up the parentheses. We're going to say 5, comma, quotation marks, quotation marks V, come outside of that, comma, open up the parentheses, then we're going to say 4, comma, quotation marks, IV, come outside of that, we're going to say comma, then we're going to do the last one, which is 1, we're going to say 1, comma, quotation marks, I. So let's clean this up a little bit like that. Boom, boom. All right, so now we're going to come right here. That's the tedious part, y'all. After that, it's pretty easy. We're going to say declare variable called result, set that equal to empty string. Then we're going to declare another variable. We're going to say variable remainder equals num. Then we're going to come down here and we are going to say for I and 0 up to numbers.count. Open up the brackets. We're going to declare another variable called multiples equals remainder slash numbers of I, or excuse me, that should be numbers, square brackets I dot 0. Come down here, we're going to say remainder equals remainder mod numbers square brackets I dot 0. Then we're going to come under that, still in this for loop, we're going to create another for loop. We're going to say for underscore and 0 up to multiples. Excuse me, y'all. Make sure the spelling's right. Multiples. Open up the brackets. We're going to say result dot append. Open up the parentheses. Numbers. Square brackets I. Come out the square brackets. Still inside the parentheses. We're going to say dot 1. Then we're just going to come outside of the for loop, the initial for loop, and we're going to say return result. Excuse me, y'all. That should be result. Now, should be all she wrote, y'all. Let's run it. See if it runs how it's supposed to run. Oh, it's accepted. So let's submit it. See what happens after we submit it. Okay, this keeps popping up, but look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users with Swift, y'all. Now, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. That's faster than a Bugatti riding past Andrew Tate and the rest of the brokies on the highway, y'all. That's what I like to see. Wave at them while you ride past, y'all. Wave at the slow brokies as you riding past in your new Bugatti. Because that's how fast that is. 0 milliseconds, y'all. That's what I like to see. And I like to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.